Welcome back to Amateur Game Review, everybody.
I guess that's how we're opening it. Today, like everyone that you've ever seen do a YouTube channel, we're going to talk about our recent pickups. Cue that intro.
All right, so we're going to do something a bit different this episode. We're going to show each other's most recent pickups. So I have some games, Zach has some games. Let's just jump into it.
Okay, I'll go first because it looks like my pile's a little bit bigger, so I'll take off. I actually just recently picked these games up all at once, and if you follow us on Twitter, you will have seen them already. So I'll show two of them at the same time and then pick up the other one.
All right,
this is Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 3 for Super Nintendo, or Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6 as they actually are. I'm not going to get all into that at the moment. Like, if you know anything about Final Fantasy, you know that we didn't get all of them in America. So when they were sending them over here, they named them 2 and 3. And I've played through both of them. Never on Super Nintendo, though, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I played through Final Fantasy 4, which is Final Fantasy 2. God, that's going to get so confusing. I played through Final Fantasy 4 on Nintendo DS. Got all the way up to the last boss and couldn't beat it. It's so hard. It's so hard on DS. The remake on DS, so hard. Final Fantasy 6 is actually, spoiler alert for if we ever do any lists of Final Fantasies, which it's one of my favorite series. Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time.
I did not see that coming, not going to lie.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 6 is so good. I played it on PlayStation 1 a bunch of times. I actually have it behind me on PlayStation 1.
Now, something I can say, I've actually played those Final Fantasies.
Really?
I played the emulations on the iPhone back when they first came out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you like them?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, those are both two of the better.
Really?
Like the two better revered, or however you want to say it, like better rated Final Fantasy games.
I was about to say, when they came out on the App Store, every road trip that we took, I just played them, and it was fun.
Yeah, they're really good games. You want to do one of your pickups?
All right, sure. So I bought this one on release day, actually. It's the Yakuza Collection, and it contains remasters of 3, 4, and 5. Comes with some other goodies like a cool disc case.
Yeah,
right?
The deluxe box set.
Yep, and if I can get it out.
I'm always a sucker for a good case.
Oh, I am too. That's one thing. I love steelbooks. I love collector's editions. But I guess this is like an extra now. It's a PS3 case of Yakuza 5.
And it came with your PS4 copy of...
Yes. There's nothing in it, though. At all.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. It's just a weird edition or collector's thing now, I guess, because it's a retro console, I guess, now.
You heard it here first. PS3 is a retro console. Funny that you actually picked up the Yakuza Collection. I thought about picking that up, but, you know.
You're right.
You can afford some things, you can't afford other things. But I did recently pick up Yakuza 6. And I'll be honest with you, I have never played a Yakuza game.
You are in for a treat, my friend. They are great games.
I really don't plan on playing this one.
Why?
No, I do, but I have this thing. I picked it up, first off. I picked it up because it's the Essence of Art edition, and the case is just really cool. It comes with the art book, and it has the... it comes with the art book, and it has the game in there, and the artwork inside is really cool. And, you know, say what you want about GameStop, but they had a buy two, get one free, so I picked this up. The reason I say that I don't plan on playing it is I do kind of plan on playing it, but I have to play games in order. So I've got to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't even start with 1, my guy. You have to start with 0.
Okay. Well, I've got to play 6 games before I can even play that game.
Well, actually, 8, because they also have a spinoff called Judgment and a fighting game.
I've got a lot of work to do before I can even play that game, but like I said on your previous, I'm a sucker for really cool cases, and built-in art book, I had to pick that up, especially for the price.
Now, have you seen the one with the shot glasses?
No.
Dude, it's funny because I bought that when it was still $59, and the shot glass edition was $89. Shot glass edition is now $20.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one thing I do hate about GameStop. Sometimes these stickers, sometimes they'll come right off, and it's not a big deal at all. But I've been really afraid because this isn't your normal case. This is cardboard.
You could probably get it off, but you have to be really careful.
Yeah,
It's not
I've just
worth it, though,
been
I don't
waiting.
think.
But all right, why don't you hop in and show us another one?
All right, this one I found at Target for $20. Metro Exodus.
Is that the new one?
Yep, the new one, and it even comes with the very first one.
Oh, the Redux.
Yep. Now I will say I've played the first one. I've played Last Light, but I've not gone through this one yet. It's just another game in the backlog.
Yeah, that's the problem with loving games. Everything seems to go in the backlog.
Right. But I loved the first two. I'm really excited to get into it when I get the chance.
I've played the very first one, but I only played like halfway through it. I never finished it.
Man.
But it was really good. It was the Redux. It wasn't the the original first. It was the actual remake or the HD, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But all right, if you're familiar with the channel at all and you've seen some other episodes, I just picked this up off of eBay solely for us to review it on the channel, and that's Demon Souls. If you want to know, basically what we thought of that, there's a whole episode, so I won't spend any time really talking about that. But I got a really good deal on it on eBay. So
Really? How much?
I want to say it was like $12 or something like that. I can't remember, but it was a little bit less than what it was going for. If you remember correctly, that was my first time ever playing Demon Souls, and I enjoyed it, and I think the video reflects that.
Yeah.
But
shout out to all 6 of you who watched it, though.
Yeah. Hey, it's up to 50.
Hey.
I'll do a couple in a row here because I already see that.
You brought a lot more than me.
I brought a lot more. Let me do 3 things in a row. And these aren't video games. These are actually strategy guides. And the first 2 I picked up at the exact same time, at the exact same place, my local, retro video game store.
Yeah.
And the guy always treats me really, really well. The first is a strategy guide to Final Fantasy Anthology, which is 5 and 6.
That is super cool, dude.
I will probably never use the strategy guide. I don't like to use strategy guides, but I literally just buy these for the artwork, pretty much.
I agree.
And one of my that's probably my second favorite series. Final Fantasy is probably my second favorite series of all time. And then this one, also same time, same place. I bought the strategy guide to Final Fantasy 9, also for the artwork, basically. And even if I used the strategy guide to this one, it would be a complete waste of time because they were doing this weird thing where everything was enhanced by Play Online.
Oh, yeah?
So basically everything that you look at in the strategy guide, it says, go to the website to see more. Or whatever. It doesn't even have the whole strategy guide in there. It's almost completely useless. But I wouldn't use it for that anyway. I'd beat that game countless times and wouldn't need a strategy guide.
Now, even though I've only played a couple Final Fantasy games, the artwork is so damn beautiful.
Yeah, the art, that's something with Final Fantasy. Artwork and music is always just top notch. Absolutely top notch. And then the last I guess this is a strategy guide, and it's really weird. I've never even really opened this up. I glanced through it one time. The strategy guide to World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. And of all things, my little brother was at a yard sale with my mom, and he noticed it was a video game thing, and he was like, we've got to get that for Zach. It was $0.25.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, he picked this up for $0.25. So I was like, heck yeah. Yeah.
I'm feeling old.
Little bro looking out for me.
I'm feeling old right now because I remember when Mists of Pandaria came out.
I remember when it came out too, but I didn't actually play it.
Me neither. I've never been much of a World of Warcraft guy.
I had my moments.
Really?
I did, but it was before Mists of Pandaria. But again, great artwork. I love strategy guides. For no other reason than to just put them on the shelf behind me.
Now, something I like about old strategy guides though is just the nostalgia though.
Oh yeah, because I love looking through there and just seeing
right, because I found a Splinter Cell strategy guide. I bought it. It was 50 cents.
Really?
Yeah, but it just all the memories of playing it with my mom and all that stuff just came right back to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Your mom plays Splinter Cell?
Yeah, she's the one that got me into it.
That's awesome. that is awesome. All right, why don't you show us another one?
All right, this I also got it for Target, $20. The Division 2 Gold Edition Steelbook. Again, never played it. I did not like Division 1.
I didn't like the Division 1 either.
I just seen Steelbook, $20. I'm going to get it because
that's one problem that you and I both share is Steelbook, good price, don't care what the game is.
I don't care.
Less what the
I
game
don't care
is.
what the price is. I'm going to get the Steelbook.
Yeah.
Dude.
I actually have the Division 2. I buy everything physical, obviously.
Oh, I do too.
But
yeah.
one of my friends was like, I didn't want to get it because I bought the first one and I bought like the collector's edition of the first one. Was so excited, the game seemed so awesome. Then I played it and didn't like it at all. So I was like, I'm just not going to get it. I'll wait until it goes way down in price. But one of my friends bought it for me because he wanted me to play it with him.
Yeah.
So I have the Division 2, but it's digital, and I still didn't like it.
Damn. It's funny though. I remember seeing the E3 when it came out or got announced, and my mom actually sent me the link because she's seen Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to the Splinter Cell thing, so she thought, okay, maybe you might like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this seems cool. Then I just didn't care for it. I thought it was going to be more of a strategic game, kind of like Rainbow Six or Ghost Recon, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't get that. I got a looter shooter.
I think on paper, the Division, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, on paper.
Like if you just read what the Division is about on paper, it sounds amazing. But in actuality, it just turns into like a bullet sponge game, and I can't stand bullet sponge games.
Good concept, but just bad execution, in my opinion.
I feel like if I shoot someone with a gun, they should die, and I can't stand when like I'm in a boss battle. It's the same problem I have with Destiny.
I didn't like Destiny. And that was a mini review right there, folks.
But all right, I'll go again. Cool. I've actually had a Super Famicom, the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo, for quite some time. A few years ago, a local retro video game store was going out of business, and they had one. And like I went in there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll give." Since she had a great deal on it because she was going out of business, and I wasn't going to use it for anything, but I just wanted it.
Right.
And even the lower price that she put on it, I was like, I'm never going to play it. It's just going to sit behind me. I'm not going to, buy it. So I was like, no, it's still too much for me. And then she ended up lowering it by like half. So I paid for like $25 for a Super Famicom.
Not bad.
Yeah, it was like a once in a lifetime deal. Right. But I've only ever had one game for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the game?
Super Mario All-Stars. And it's really funny because when you turn it on, it's literally in English when you start playing.
Serious?
Yeah, like 90% of it's still in English. But
that's funny.
I was in, we were out of town, and I was at a store that I've never been at before, and they had all kinds of Super Famicom games.
Yeah.
And I just picked the cheapest one just to add to my collection, and that is Super Street Fighter 2. Actually, it doesn't say Super. That is just Street Fighter 2. And it's really funny because it's in English. I mean, pretty much everything. It's got some Japanese characters up top and stuff, and the back is Japanese. But I've never even turned it on. I don't know if it even works. I'm sure it does, but I basically just use my Super Famicom for decoration behind us. It's over there. I don't even think you can see it on camera. It's kind of too far away, but yeah, I just picked this up like a week ago. It was only like, I think it was like $6 or something like that. So I was like, yeah,
that's still cool.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm not even really a Street Fighter fan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Never been a big, what is it, arcade fighter?
I haven't either, to be honest.
I've never been good at them, and I have a friend, like a very close friend, who's really good at them. So it's hard to get into them because he just kicks my ass every time. So I was talking about Yakuza 6 that I just recently picked up, and it was buy two get one for free. Well, here are the other two. So I picked up Dragon Quest 11. I think that's 11, right?
Yeah.
It's the new one.
Yep.
I have only ever played one Dragon Quest game. It's, I want to say 8. Journey of the Forgotten King or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was excellent. It was an excellent game. And I have no problem that
I've always been interested in Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get in Dragon Quest because everyone always compares like Final Fantasy Dragon Quest, you know what I mean? So I love Final Fantasy, so I would love to get into Dragon Quest, and I got a super good deal on this one. Again, buy two, get one free, so I went ahead and picked it up. And it was the Edition of Light. Not that that mattered because I don't think there was any bonuses. Or if there was, whoever bought it, because I bought it used, whoever did.
Yeah, the bonuses are gone then.
And then the other game in the buy two, get one free that I picked up, and it was actually the whole reason I got the other two games is because I wanted this game. It's called Zero Escape the Nonary Games. It's actually a collection of games that I think were for the PSP, in which one was supposedly really, really good, and that was 999, which is, I want to, 9-person, 9 hours, 9 doors, or something like that. And its sequel, Virtue's Last Reward. I've not played Virtue's Last Reward. I have played 999 before. And it's basically just like an interactive book. It's the best way to think of it. Like as you read, stuff happen. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like it's like reading a book, but with artwork behind it, sort of. But you got to make decisions, and there's some puzzles and stuff like that. There's game elements in it, but it's a lot of fun, but it's very Japanese, if you know what I mean. So like it's got a lot of quirkiness, a lot of character tropes and stuff like that you'd have to get past. But all in all, it was a really fun game. I highly recommend it.
I'm gonna have to look into them. All right, so this next game, again, I've not played. It's actually still in the wrapping. It's called Mutant Road to Eden.
I have never heard of this.
Okay, have you heard of XCOM?
Yeah,
Okay,
I love XCOM.
It's an XCOM game, but you get to play as a duck or an angry pig.
So it's RTS or...
Yep, it's just an RTS game. I found it at GameStop for $5.
Is it made by the same people that make XCOM?
No.
Oh, okay, you were just using XCOM to explain.
Yeah, it's an XCOM clone, but it's not related to XCOM at all.
All right, I mean...
Really not much else to say, because I really have no idea what it's about other than that.
You just bought it because it looked cool?
Yeah.
I can't blame you there.
It's $5, brand new, sealed. Why the hell not?
That's actually a really good point. If you ever see any game for $5, especially a now generation game for $5, go ahead and pick it up.
Exactly.
There's no reason not to. All right, this one I did not pay $5 for. I paid way too much money for, and that's because I stayed on eBay for like 3 days straight looking for this, and ended up paying what it's going for. But I really wanted to play it, and since then a remake or remaster has been announced, so I guarantee you the price is going to drop. Yeah, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles. I have heard nothing but good things about this.
I have too.
They have a remake, or not a remake. They have a sequel out now for the Switch, and I want to play it also. But I've not played this one yet, and I was hoping that you and I would play it and we'll do a review over it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be an amazing game, and I really wanted to play it. I sort of recently, it's been a few months, like probably 5 or 6 months ago, purchased a Sega CD attachment for my Genesis, and I have like the 32X and the Genesis, so it looks like a big old Frankenstein tower.
Yeah.
But I don't have very many games for it. So in that same eBay purchase, I actually picked up this Rise of the Dragon for Sega CD, and I played 30 seconds of it, and it does not seem very good at all. But it was kind of cheap, and I wanted a game for Sega CD, and it's really hard to... I like to buy locally, and it's really hard to find any Sega CD games around here.
I bet.
They don't
Do you know what it's about? Because I seen the title Rise of the Dragon. I thought it was going to be like a fantasy RPG kind of thing.
It's actually an interactive point and click, like a computer sort of game. You know, there's a ton of like Escape from Monkey Island, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of those, but with console, so you got to move the cursor with your controller.
That doesn't sound fun.
My wife and I played it for like 10 minutes, and it was really hard to figure out what we were supposed to do. The first 10 minutes was us trying to put a code on. So, but, yeah.
So this one is not as recent, but it was around Christmas time. That's still kind of recent, right?
Yeah, that counts.
It is the Katherine Full Body Edition, the Heart's Desire Premium Edition.
And I'm actually really jealous of this because that looks awesome.
Oh, yep.
Plus, I love Atlas.
So it comes with a steelbook, this sick-ass box, a lamb plushie, a CD, and an art book.
And the sick-ass box is the...
Yeah, the box is just...
It really is. Does it say comes with sick-ass box on the back of it?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Oh, well, it should.
But yeah, it looks like the puzzle box. I thought that was... Or the puzzle.
The actual gameplay?
Yeah, the gameplay. I thought that was pretty cool.
Now, have you played Katherine before?
No, I've not gotten to play it yet, unfortunately.
You know what? I've not either, and I've heard really, really, really good things about it.
Too.
It's like a mix between a puzzle game and a dating sim.
Yep. But this one, they added another Katherine. So now there's 3 Katherines. Here's the steelbook for everybody to see. It's all nice and pink. What?
I don't know. I was trying to think of something smart ass to say, but I really don't have anything. I'm very jealous of that. I need one of those for my shelf.
And to complement it, I plan to get the Persona 5 Redux or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Because they have one that's exactly like this.
Really?
Yep.
I'll have to get that because I love Persona 5.
Oh, yeah.
So I have 2 games left, and they kind of go together because they were made by the same person. So I'll just do them both at the same time. One is the steelbook for Death Stranding, which the steelbook is actually pretty cool. That's about as much as I could say about it because the game is very confusing. I've not made it very far. I'm only chapter 3, and there's a reason that I'm only on chapter 3 is because I'm having a very hard time getting into it. It's different. I love Hideo Kojima. I think he's brilliant, but like I think he knows he's brilliant, and that might be a problem. You can't do anything in that game without it saying Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, I think he does have an ego issue.
Oh, he has a serious ego issue. Like, it's like Hideo Kojima game made by Hideo Kojima, produced by Hideo Kojima, starring Hideo Kojima.
And then you see Hideo Kojima in the actual game.
Yeah, he's there. Still, it is very interesting. I'll give it that. It's not like anything I've ever played before.
We have to have games that are different.
Yeah. I hope that it gets better. I've actually been avoiding reviews on this game completely,
Really?
so I have no idea how it's been doing. But because I want to play through it. By the look on your face, I'm going to say probably not good. But anyway, I'll just move on to the next one before he says something. And that is Metal Gear Solid 4 Collector's Edition. Limited edition, whatever.
Now that is sick.
It comes with the normal Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, there's nothing special about that case at all. But it also comes with a Guns of the Patriots Blu-ray making of Metal Gear 4.
Oh, that is awesome, dude.
And it has all it has all the music and all the everything that they've done. And I already own Metal Gear 4. I already own a copy of it. But I got this for $10.
Dude.
So I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick that up. So I mentioned earlier that Final Fantasy is probably my second favorite series. Yeah. Metal Gear is my favorite series. And so I had to have that when I saw that.
I'm jealous. Like, both the Death Stranding Steelbook and the Metal Gear Solid 4, I mean, those are cool as hell to me.
Yeah, we both have a love for Steelbooks if you haven't noticed it. But yeah, that's been our... I'd say over the last couple months, and we'll try to do this every couple months because we pick up quite a bit of games. Obviously,
yeah.
we're reviewing stuff all the time, so we pick up games doing that. But we also love
just collecting,
just collecting, especially cool looking boxes.
Just going to caress this real quick.
But yeah. Do you want to do the outro?
I'll let you do the outro.
Okay. But yeah, this isn't one of our normal videos, but hopefully we make this a normal series every month or so. We'll kind of keep you updated on what we've picked up and what we've been personally playing outside of the channel or whatnot. Yeah, but if you wanna keep up with this or whatever, we have a Twitter and an Instagram that we post on quite a bit, actually. I try to post on the Twitter just about every day, and the Instagram's pretty new, but...
You got a lot of followers on it already.
Yeah, that's just because I keep spamming people, and they're like, who's this? I better follow him back. Anyway, and then we kind of do Twitch and Mixer just as a hobby. But there'll be links to all 4 of those things down below. Like, subscribe, comment. Every little bit helps us out. Obviously, we are not professionals. I've said about 300 times.
But at the same time, it's in the title of the
Yeah,
channel.
I mean, it's not like we lied to you people. Come on. But let us know some of the stuff that you guys have been playing down below and some of your recent pickups. And until next time, guys.